Hello, welcome to this week's analysis for GBPJPY. It is the third week of January. It is January 17, 2021. Let's get into this super clean. This is just what my outlook is. Doesn't mean that it's going to happen, but this is what I'm watching for. I've mapped out scenarios in my head. I've written down scenarios, so I know what to look out for. This is just the basis of my analysis. Essentially, prices was at a daily supply, and we found supply and resistance at 142.2. Okay, so there we created a top and we consolidated at daily supply. On Friday, we got a break of structure, high, lower high, break of structure, new lower low, new low, right? That previous low, new low. So we got a break of structure. And since it's daily supply, this means that daily supply is being respected. Okay, intraday is printing bearish pressure, bearish market structure. So we could look for a pullback up to this area or up to here, and before going down to 140.35, 140.5 for our demand. Okay, once if that level breaks, then down to 139.5. Okay, if that breaks, so I said if this level breaks, GJ should go down to daily TL, this daily bullish trend line that we've had since September. End of September, so go down to there, and then we will have to monitor because this is a daily trend line, and because GJ is in a bullish daily trend. Clean, if this TL breaks, trend line breaks, should take GJ down to 137.00, which is the next daily demand zone right there, right? So once that breaks, that's from 138.5 to 137. That's 150 pips, right? That's a lot of pips to capitalize on. If TL rejects and intraday prints bullish structure, expect the reversal. So if we'll go over it, okay? So, but this is the basis of my analysis. I'll post in my Telegram group, my public analysis Telegram group. So make sure you check that out. Links in the description. Link for my Instagram in the description too. But let's jump in. So I'm just gonna hide all these. I was gonna need them for later. Actually, fuck it. Just gonna remove all those. Okay, let's start off from the basics. Okay, so this was a supply area from September, right? We found supply there, and then September, bang, drop. So we know we have a supply right there, right? We have a supply area right there. Price went up to it, right? We're in this bullish trend. Let's draw that trend line. We're in this bullish trend, right? We'll go down. Price came here, so we can expect a reversal. So when price got there, you see how price consolidated right here? Consolidated. Okay, so keep that in mind. We'll keep that in mind, but let's just draw the rest of the levels right now. So we have a demand level there. There's market structure. Another demand here. This is 139.5, right there. 139.5 exact. Super cool. And then we have this daily trend line next, and then we have our other one, 137.00. So we have these levels, and then we have, well, I'll go through what happens. So if you look at the intraday time frames, price consolidated here for a while. Consolidated here 2 days, 13th, 12th to 15, 3 days we consolidated here, okay? So when that happens, and then you see, okay, we got to break a consolidation. Now we got to break of the structure, okay? We got to break of the structure. Price is below this point as well. Right there, we got to break of this structure. So now you're thinking, okay, if bearish pressure is going to continue, if market is actually reversing, what is going to have to happen? Instead of printing these higher lows and higher highs, right, as market has been doing, the market's going to have to create lower highs and lower lows, right? So now you start developing that idea, okay, since we broke out of this consolidation towards the downside at daily supply, this means most likely that daily supply has been respected, right? That market has just respected this supply level as it did before. And last time we respected it, look what happened. Last time I respected, after creating bullish structure and price pushed up here, and then market structure reversed, right? You see that? And then we got a massive move. So we got like 1,000 pip move, 900 pip move. So when you're looking at it, that's the idea you have to keep in mind. Okay, now you think, okay, if I do see price pulling up to here in pre-London, and I see a rejection, maybe this is a lower high being formed, and then price is going to go down to 140.5 area right here, right? So you start to see, and then plus, since price is below here, right? So you know if it pushes up, creates a lower high, as soon as it comes back down below, lower time frame, retest that area, push down. So you start to see that idea forming now, right? So in the analysis, I have a couple scenarios that, okay, if we do go do that, come down, retest broken market structure, and then price can just, if it starts breaking these levels, then you just target the next level, right? You get in, market structure breaks like right here, retest, get down. So that's what you got to watch out for. This could be a very big week because Biden's also speaking, and Biden gets in the seat as president, so it's going to bring volatility. Okay, so if we do continue breaking these levels, the intraday levels that we have drawn, then we can move down to the daily trend line. Okay. And now you got to observe what's going to happen at the daily trend line, because one, we rejected several times over here twice as well, and then we pushed up. After rejected it, we pushed up 450 pips. So now you think, okay, if we come down here and just momentum so strong like it was here, and price just like there was a trend line here that sorry, there's a trend line here that GJ broke, right? Once it broke that, it just continued straight down. Excuse me. So if market does the same thing, then we can get a retest of that and then continue down to 137.00, which would be, and then we can see what will happen. Maybe price will continue down since that's a daily trend broken, then we can head back down to 133. But we're going to be watching, as we're going to be monitoring these levels as the market brings to us. Okay, so that's one possibility of the scenario that's going to happen with the bullish trend line if we reach it. Next, what could happen is price starts creating intraday bullish structure and then goes back up to 142.5, 142.2. So that could also happen because it is a bullish trend line. So you got to keep those scenarios in mind, right? And let's go into the lower time frames to see that. So let's say price does come down here, right? Let's map it out exactly how we're going down, bearish structure being printed, right? Oh, now we get here, okay. Bullish trend line, what's instantly going to happen is we're going to see some sort of rejection, but then you got to see what's going to happen next. If you start seeing bullish structure printing like this, right? You start seeing bullish structure printing, and then you see price break back above 139.5. And if you get maybe on this retest of this broken structure, then we can head up, right? But that's only if you see reversal in the intraday timeframes happening. Excuse me, my throat's just kind of dry. Happening at this bullish trend line. Otherwise, we can expect a break. But that's the GG analysis. I hope this was helpful. Let me know in the description if this was good. Your feedback's always appreciated. I just enjoyed doing these, so that's why I share them. Plus, it helps me with my analysis and confidence as a trader. So yeah, I did take the sells at 141.96 and 141.93, but I did close them at market structure over here. So that's what we should expect. Otherwise, I'll update the public telegram if something else, if market structure shifts drastically, but that's my outlook. I'm going to be waiting for these levels and just seeing how market structure reacts in pre-London. Yeah, hit me up if you have any questions, and take care.